Good afternoon, everybody. In my English 1301 course, we have some new people enrolled, and you need to get started right away by going to the announcements page and pick out a book to read. There's a choice of 1984 by George Orwell or Stephen King, The Long Walk. They're both older books. They're both dystopian types of literature, which means it's a kind of story where it's not a utopia, a perfect society. It's the opposite. It's dystopian because things are upside down somehow. Somehow, by trying to create a perfect society, um, they've created a mess lots of times, and there are strange things going on that can be inhumane. So, in 1984, it's kind of scary. It's about Big Brother watching you. This was written in 1949. He was saying 1984 would be a dystopian society, and you would be watched all the time under surveillance. We're kind of doing that now with cameras are everywhere. They're on dumpsters. People have them all over the house. They're everywhere. The surveillance is huge, and people say Big Brother's watching you. That's where they got it from. George Orwell. Not an easy read. You need to get started because I'm dividing people into book clubs, and you have a book club assignment. You have to have these books read uh, by late February, I believe. So, A Long Walk, Stephen King. This is what he wrote when he was a university freshman, and it's dystopian. Uh, a society where people are doing strange things, they eliminate people. That's where, if you think of Divergent, The Hunger Games, The Maze, uh, there's all kinds of books about dystopian society that is really back into vogue. And I will write some lectures for each each book. And uh, you need to check in. The first place to go is the announcements page when you get into um, Canvas. Look on the left hand side of the page, and there's a button that says announcements, a link. Click on that. Read the announcement, which is basically to pick your book. So I know what you're going to read, and this weekend I'll type up a list about who's reading what and what groups you'll be in. Um, so go ahead and pick a book, or I'll pick one for you. And I'd rather you had a choice in the matter. Uh, So it depends on the style of things you like. Some people don't like horror, and it's brutal, but they're both brutal. That's what a dystopian society would have is brutality, and unfortunately, we have a lot of violence today. Now, the next thing you need to do when you get in the course is click on the left-hand side of the page that says modules. Go to module 1. And there's an overview of everything you should be doing this week. There's two things. Post your schedules and pick your books is on there. Post your schedules and introduce yourself, and you get credit for this. Uh, so you want to get started, and when you introduce yourself, please respond to two other people. And we are going to make this a community of writers. It's not a large class, so I think it'll be fun. And you need to get your Top Hat book, and I believe the links are in there in the syllabus. I'll check again in the overview page. But if each module pretty much represents a week in the course, so you know where you need to be and what assignments you need to be doing. So I'm a little concerned that people have not done anything yet. I know people are still enrolling, but by Sunday night, if you haven't done any assignments, then even though the university is closed Monday for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, um, I will be working and I have to turn in attended or NA, not attended. That can impact your financial aid and scholarships if you're not in there by the first week and they think you haven't gotten into the course or you're not going to take it. So you need to make that decision and get get some items done, if not all of them. I mean, there's not much to do this week. It's a pretty easy week. It gets harder as we go along. We will have 4 papers, and I will talk about those in separate videos. The main brunt of your grade is going to be like 60 to 65% of your grade is going to be papers. And there will be 20 pages altogether. Yeah, 4 papers with about 4 to 5 pages each. And what the final paper is a group paper. Yes, I'm still in 1301. So yeah, I've got so many different classes this semester. I had to think about it for a minute. And I will tell you and give you student examples of things before they come up. So I am really concerned about people not jumping in and getting started yet because I I have to declare who has not done an assignment yet. Because even if you check in the course, I know you're checking in, the computer shows me. If you don't do an assignment, it's considered not attending in an online course. So I'm trying to get everybody excited about the course and have you get started. And I will be in the course this weekend, checking on assignments and everything. And I will cut this video short and give you a chance to get started if you haven't, and keep going if you've already started. You can work ahead, it's allowed. And so I'll see you at the next video.